Welcome back, guys, to Trails into Reverie, where last episode we finished the patrol of Central Plaza, leaving the SSS Annex for now, and quickly checked out Station Street before moving on to the Administrative District. There we continued to see familiar faces, talking to Toa, Elisa, and Sharon, who were meeting with the McDowells, before bumping into Detective Dudley, Macias, and Fran conversing at the police station. We now continue onwards on this bright day.
Oh, hello, everyone. Everyone here has been talking about the SSS lately. There's a rumor going around that you'll be getting some kind of award for your contributions in reclaiming the city. Yeah, I say you all deserve one. Seeing all you do is make me want to try extra hard in my own work too. Although I did also hear it cost a small fortune to replace the glass you smashed in Orcus Tower. Oh, I heard that too. Our accounting department was, less than pleased. Wait, really? This is the first we're hearing of this? I'm not sure whether I should be optimistic or fearful of the SSS's future. Due to budget cuts from the rescue. There really is no end to the rumors floating around about the SSS. I honestly don't think the ceremony could be going ahead without all the SSS has done. Is there some kind of reward, if you ask me? To be honest, I don't notice that either. It's a UI element that seems almost useless for me. So therefore, it's literally scratched off of mind. It's weird. Oh, look who it is! Dragging Second Lieutenant Seeker and Hemisphere along on your patrol, are you? I'm used to seeing the Second Lieutenant around, but it's been quite some time, hasn't it, Hemisphere? I'll acknowledge your achievements and how you've helped us, but I don't trust you. You must have an ulterior motive. Oh, so that's how it is. What about the time you thought your wife was having an affair and we saved your marriage, huh? Oh, yeah, that was a doozy of a support request. And I remember Wazzy tagging along because he just wanted a front row seat to the drama. Hold the phone. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Oh. Man, Vice Commissioner, you have even worse luck than I do, and you're married. That was over 2 years ago. Stop bringing up ancient history. And it was all a big misunderstanding. Margaret wasn't really cheating on me. I mean, that's not important. We're in the middle of an important meeting regarding the 2nd Division security. You must have better things to do than loiter around here, so get back to work. We'll be going now. Do you think I struck a nerve? This is why we can't take you anywhere. Mind if I ask what the 2nd Division will be in charge of, Inspector Donovan? Top brass gave the 1st Division Orcus Tower and the Administrative District. That leaves us with the station, airport, and other commercial areas. We're basically covering Dudley and the first blind spots. We'll also have the Metropolitan Division as backup. They're patrolling the entire city. Don't forget, I'm a senior detective just like you are, Lloyd. You can rely on me a bit. That's right, you're promoted, huh? I'll be sure to do that when the time comes. I'm the supervisor in charge here, and for the record, I'll also be keeping close contact with the Guardian Force. So you had better be ready at a moment's notice, 2nd Lieutenant Seeker. I will be, sir. Just listen to him. He's grown out to be such a dependable Vice Commissioner. Shut your mouth, Hemisphere. The Vice Commissioner went through the ringer when we were the military police, and the rest of us became battle-hardened the resistance. We'll show the world we're strong enough to protect Crossbell, even without Erebonia and Calvert's help. Yeah, this is a transformed police force now. Hemisphere, speaking with you again gives me a headache, and even worse, receding hairline. Hurry up and get out of my sight. Oopsie, I guess I struck a nerve. As if you did it on accident. I'm just saying, you're doing better than me, mister. And you're definitely older. Old habits die hard when it comes to Pierre, but he's got a little more backbone than he used to. It did seem it, yeah. I appreciate that. He was on the front lines when all that shooting was going on. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. And yes, his wife wasn't cheating on him. His wife was literally about to leave him, though. It's library. How do you feel right now? Being interviewed looks super fun. I'm not being interviewed. Oh, you're trying to interview me? Or acting like you're being interviewed? I was planning to read him this picture book we borrowed from the library, but he's all fired up about the interview he saw happen earlier. It's cute how easily excited children are. Wait, you guys never had names? Despite being constant NPCs? Sorry, you're not NPCs, you're people. He's all fired up about the interview we saw happen earlier. It's cute how easily excited you. I didn't even know. We made our way here as soon as we heard that this is where the signing ceremony will be taking place. I think we may have arrived a tad early, though. I just think they should have gave them names. They're not tourists, after all. I enjoy walking around and taking in the sights, but there's something to be said for relaxing on a bench like this, too. My husband and I are going to take it easy here until the signing ceremony begins. Well, that leaves us with Otto. I had the honor of being interviewed live by the Crossbell Times on this auspicious day. I can still barely believe it. I'm so glad I had the chance to share this joy with my fellow Crossbellans. Now would you join me in a cheer? Hooray for Crossbell! Hooray for independence! Hurrah for the signing ceremony! With me, everyone! Do it again. Feeling parched, my friends? Our fresh juices are here to wash your thirst away. We're even bringing back an old classic that's been off the menu for a while to commemorate the signing ceremony. Which classic, you ask? Speaking of McDowell's old favorite, the acerbic tomato shake. It's definitely an acquired taste, but it'll perk you up like nothing else. Man, that drink brings back memories. I remember us taking one to him back when he was still the mayor. I could barely stomach the bitterness, but you'd have thought it was milk from how Kia chugged it. Sweet McDowell's favorite acerbic tomato shake is back on the menu for a limited time only. It's definitely an acquired taste. It is. Right, so we've been around the place. Cheers to the brights.
Nothing beats ice cream after a job well done.
I'm glad that stall in the entertainment district was still there. Although, I'm guessing we won't have much time to relax like this going forward. With all the guild work we need to do.
I mean, yeah. But that's why we've got to make the most of every chance we get. Oh, you've got some on your cheek. The flavor you got is really nice, too. Knew I should have gotten a double. Amazing weather, delicious ice cream, a primo eating spot. It's like a dream. Huh? What's up? You've gone totally red.
Yeah, I still can't get over the way you do stuff like that without batting an eye. I thought I'd gotten used to it. But you still catch me off guard sometimes.
Wait, what? What'd I do?
Don't worry about it. You want another bite?
Heck yeah, I do. You're the best, Joshua. Lay it on me.
Yeah, maybe not in public.
Oh, come on. We haven't had a chance to do this in ages. Pretty please.
Hey there, you two. We, didn't mean to interrupt.
How long have you been there?
I'm mortified. Mortified. You needn't be. I'm sorry we spoiled your fun. Though I think I've gone as red as you two now. Now that was a sight for sore eyes. Haven't seen a couple so clearly head over heels for one another in a while. We were like two blissfully unaware lovebirds. I was just savoring dessert, I swear. I did try to warn you. It's good to see you free again. Although I suppose it hasn't been that long since Olivier's wedding. It sure feels like it has, given how busy we've been ever since. I wasn't expecting to run into the two of you here in Crossbell. We're on a job from the guild. After the signing ceremony, Calvert and Erebonia are going to be setting up consulates here, see? So we were asked by the ambassadors for both countries on the bill to escort their secretaries here. Oh, that's pretty big news. The ambassadors who hired us are the ones who will be serving as consuls too. Their names are Elsa and Deville. Kind of go back a ways with them. You think they were mortal enemies at first glance, but they actually complement each other very well. I think they'll both be brilliant mediators in these difficult times. I trust your judgments. That's reassuring to hear. Even with the war behind us, there's still plenty of diplomatic problems between the Empire and Republic, like reparations, so here's hoping these consulates go some way towards normalizing things between the two. Yeah, that's an issue the entire region is going to need to address going forward. Still, even if there are lingering problems, I really believe the world's headed in a good direction. Me too. I sure hope so. Still, it sounds like you're going to be in Crossbell for a while longer, right? We'll have to show you what's new around the city once the signing ceremony is over. I'll introduce you to some of my favorite day spots, total privacy guaranteed. Yeah, I think I've had enough of being embarrassed in public for 1 year. Well, I suppose we'd all better get back to work. I just thought of something when they had the ice cream in hand, and I was just thinking, you know those the videos you see of the people with the stick with the ice cream cone? How reckon do you reckon that Estelle would be doing that?
Master of the big stick.
Masters Cochrane and Kone, huh? That really takes me back. Yeah, that's a long time back, that is. SC times, right? Right, they've been helping us out ever since our early days as senior bracers. Though you first met them back when Olivier, Cher, and the others were with you too, right? During the martial art tournament times, wasn't it? Prince Oliver, you mean when he was traveling around Labelle in disguise? Yep, but the first time I met Ambassador Crena, I can't say his name, he couldn't stop laying into Olivier for fooling around. I heard he changed his tune when he found out Olivier was a prince, though. Poor guy. I'll bet he did. I can't imagine what would have made Ambassador Cochrane treat him any differently. She's always had a stern personality, but has also been understanding and sympathetic toward Labelle. Man, all this reminiscing is making me miss Shara, Zin, and the others. Aren't Tita and Agatha at the IBC building? What, they are? Let's drop in on them during our next break. Great idea. In that case, let's get back to work so we can go see them later. Oh, good luck on your patrols and the ceremony later, Lloyd. Thanks, Estelle. Same to you. Olivier and Shara must be on their big honeymoon getaway by now, come to think of it. I'm going to have to pump Shara for the juicy details of their adventure when they finally get back. They could be here. They could be here incognito. Well, Oliver dressed as, Oliver dressed as Olivier, yes. And Shara just in disguise, I don't know. I'd imagine it will take a little time for the ambassadors to get situated here. Once the embassies are established, Crossbell should have stronger relationships with the other countries moving forward. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me to see them turn to the SSS for input sooner rather than later. Anything feels possible these days. I want to see them both in disguise just hanging out. But put them in a place where we can't reach them, like on a roof or something. On the roof of Nine Valley. Olivier likes it there. We are now in the Harbour District. No, come back. I can run too. Today's going to go down in history. There are so many events scheduled. Some couples even decided to hold their wedding ceremonies today. That means I'm going to be crazy busy delivering things like presents and congratulatory messages all day. So I'm going to have to ask you to stay out of my way. No, come back. I got to talk to you. Double dialogue. No, took me to the IBC. We're going to the IBC. How dare you? We're going to the IBC first. You kids are from the SSS, aren't you? You're even patrolling on a day like today. Thanks for everything that you do. This had been a Ryford headquarters, but it will soon be the new IBC building. The Verne Company from Calvert will also be establishing a branch here. Things will be livelier than ever. The record, the IBC's current CEO is Erebonian, but it's looking like there will be a change of the guard. They weren't a bad leader or anything, but the company felt like it was time for a change given the international climate. Okay. Liberalian. Strong neutrality. Oh, the sun hasn't changed since this was still the Rhineford building. It looks like they're not done renovating it. I'm sure they've had plenty to do in the last 6 months. There will probably be a grand reopening eventually. In we go then. Sprint with no L for faster sprint. Oh, I guess we should not test this theory. With ownership of the building now being transferred back to the IBC, the Rhineford Company will no longer be doing security. But you know, after living here for a while, I've become quite fond of Crossbell. I'm conflicted. I'm not sure if I want to quit so I can stay here or not. You know, after living here for a while, I've become quite fond of Crossbell. Conflicted. You should stay. Who else have we got here? Tio? Jonah? Oh. Oh. We'll leave that for last. I'm visiting the IBC today in hopes of negotiating a new business loan. I'm sure this continent's turmoil won't be calming down anytime soon. I think I made the correct choice in starting a new business rather than build on past failures. I understand the risk, but this is far more satisfying than continuing to play the money game. Satisfying in that it's new and also helps me give back to Crossbell's economy. I'm happy about Crossbell's independence, but I still miss living here. Rhineford pulling out means I'll be transferred back to their corporate HQ in Rua, you see. Wish it didn't make me feel so blue. You could just get a job here. I don't know. You could quit your old job. Loyalty, though, I guess. Rhineford Company will be reducing its presence in Crossbell going forward, but that doesn't mean it's completely pulling out. I will continue being the receptionist here, for one. Pardon me, but between you and me, that woman in the lab coat is rather loud. She's been particularly harsh on that red-haired man. I suppose not all researchers are built for decorum. We're getting the deets before we've even talked. Oh, well, if it isn't the special support section, what brings you to the IBC today? Hey there, and no special reason, Lanfei. Oh, I just noticed the counter sign really does say IBC again. That it does. We had it changed just the other day. Ownership of the building has technically been under the IBCs again for some time now. But we've had so many new businesses moving in that actual construction has been stalled till things are more finalized. That's why you still see the RF logo all over the place. We're likely going to see a lot of personnel changes as well. I'm back again, as you can see, so we just need to be patient. I've been hearing about how chaotic it's been from Ellie. I'm sure it's causing you no shortage of headaches. Maybe, but all these changes are a sign that Crossbell is truly going to be independent. It's a happy headache. Here's hoping we'll be able to forge an excellent partnership with the Rhineford Company as the years go on. Hello and welcome to the IBC's main reception desk. I still can't believe I got my job back here. Every time I think about it, I catch myself grinning from ear to ear. Do you do it at a preferential rate? 10.2. It's fine. I'm cool with that. We got a rate. The Kagamaru wallet here. We might need that. We'll just have to remember it. Basically, if we drop by 9 Vali, we'll probably get the answer. Hello there, welcome to the IBC's main reception desk. You may already be aware of this, but IBC's stock prices have been soaring in response to Crossbell's upcoming independence. You won't soon find a better time to invest your mirror than now. I can promise you that much. Definitely like the pre-explosion decor of the main lobby better. Felt weirdly cozy, didn't it? Exhibition to be determined. Oh, I love that. I feel like I would get on it and I'd put my hands on one side and my legs on the other side and I'd just like lie there or something. Exhibition me. Then I'd get kicked out of the bank, never be allowed to be back again. That's the way things are, isn't it? Read the book on the wall? What do you mean? What book on the wall? It's probably going to be something like, if there's any book titles, it's probably going to be Christ, who's going to die next again or something. That's why we don't look at the bookshelves. We know the titles, don't we? Or the ones that can be read. Doesn't look like there's a copy of our favourite fiction here. Right, let's get into this then.
You know, I'd like to look into revamping the overall frame for the next prototype. I'm still intrigued by wanting to implement the Foundation's latest tech into it.
Sounds like it's gonna be a real head-scratcher, but that's half the fun.
We'll likely need the RF and Vern Company's cooperation to draft out the concept.
Absolutely. We plan to hammer out the finer details after the signing ceremony, so we can...
That whole conversation's going straight over my head.
I know that younger blonde-haired girl's from the Liberal Kingdom. Didn't realize she's in Crossbell. I don't know the other blonde in the lab coat, though.
Whoa. The hell you doing here, Bannings? Haven't seen you since Shara and that idiot's wedding. Doing well? I know the ink ain't dried yet, but congrats on Crossbell's independence.
Thank you. And thanks again for being such a huge help with everything that went down in Erebonia. We saw each other briefly at the wedding, but nice to meet you. I'm Noel. And I'm Wazi. I've heard a little about you from Kevin. Yeah, I've heard a bit about you guys through the grapevine too. You're rising up the ranks of the TGF and you're a Dominion. Pleasure. Randolph's not hanging around anywhere, is he? Heard he quit his job at the branch campus. He's here, yeah. He came back to the SSS. You two fought together during the railway guns incident in Orders, didn't you? Ah, you know what he said when he saw me? Guess we redheads gotta stick together. I like the guy. Plus, I won one since he was a good instructor to Tita. Ah, your little girlfriend, right? I heard you were like siblings in the beginning, but now not even national borders are enough to keep your hearts apart.
Well, really?
Legit priest my ass. What the hell kind of BS is he spreading around the church? Just ignore what he said. As for us, we'll be in Crossbell for a few days. See if you can grab Grandolph so we can go out for drinks. I'd be up for getting to know you guys in the SSS better. That was great. I'll let you know when I'm free. Speaking of which, about...
Hey, Red! I don't remember saying you could slack off.
Oh, hello there. Long time no see, Lloyd.
Yeah. Long time no see. And,
I thought I made it as clear as your face is stupid, Agate. The only reason I let you come is because Tita is in need of a research assistant. You've got a whole lot of nerve working that jaw with some other group in the middle of a meeting.
What do you expect? I don't know shit about what you're talking about. It'd be one thing if it was like the activation test we started off doing, or you wanted me to do some heavy lifting, but...
No excuses. That's one ding. 2 more and you're on the first flight back to Liberl. And I hope you love the outdoors, because your flight is going to be through my special Crossner catapult. Ha ha ha!
Was that the huge hunk of junk you made me carry all the way over here? What is your damage, woman?
Mom, stop! Can't you behave while we're in a whole other country?
Tio, who is she? She's a technical advisor at ZCF, Professor Erica Russell. Professor Albert Russell is her father, and she's just a little obsessed with her daughter, Tita.
A little. So you were discussing plans for the next Orbal Gear. And this is the 4th generation, you said? Correct. With 3 and X are now complete, we're more than ready for Orbal Gear 4. It's the talk of the whole tech world right now. The Epstein Foundation, ZCF, RF, and even the Verne Company getting involved. We've only just made our first prototype though, so there's a chance the finished product won't be anything like what we have now. I'll be meeting up with Elisa after the signing ceremony to figure out the next step. Talks are also going to involve how we plan to expand the Orbal net too. This is a much bigger deal than I realized. It's a huge deal, really. So many partners to negotiate with, I doubt progress will be smooth.
It won't, but I think major changes like Crossbell becoming independent will help inspire even more change. There's no better time than just after a bit of war to research new avenues into a brighter, more peaceful future. That's what I believe, at least. It makes sense to me.
Well, here's hoping it all comes together. If you need our help during any part of it, you can come to us.
I wouldn't even hesitate.
We might be sitting among the continent's next generation of top engineering minds with all their puzzling through.
I sure believe they are. That's why I wanted to supervise and give them some input here and there. Days finally come when my peerless princess has left the nest to start up a big venture like this with like-minded friends. I'm not sure whether to be happy about it or wallow in parental loneliness. Oh, Mum, just be happy for me. It won't be easy doing this and attending falls, but I'm as determined as anybody to make it work. Besides, I'll have Agate to keep me from getting in the weeds. Right, Agate?
You know it. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. I'm always here for you, Tita.
They really are super close.
But they don't seem to have the innocent friendship Kevin made them out to have.
Nope, they make such a perfect couple that it's like it's second nature to them.
Maybe they've just gotten closer since he last talked to them.
Just you wait, Agate Krosner. You'll never have my stamp of approval. Better watch your back because one of these days... You know, maybe they should just stick to being innocent.
Let's pretend we didn't notice anything.
Stop with the scary edits.
Sudden, scary, shouting or edits, man. Sorry about that. Erica's always been this way. She's never gonna let that kid leave the nest, I swear. I get the feeling they've already decided when to hold the signing ceremony. I guess I can check it out in the monitors if it comes down to it. Yes. My apologies, I just received a call from the Foundation branch out in Reverie. It sounds important, so I should take this. Yes, from St. Ursula Hospital. Not that I've heard. And she was on her way to an academic conference. That's worrying. I wonder what's going on. Head nurse? Well, not head nurse, head doctor. Now, I forgot her name all of a sudden. So many names in Trails. So many names. I know exactly who I mean. Not nurse, doctor. Dr. Sayland. Which we mean, yes, this is rather troubling. Took me a little bit. But I got there in the end. Did you know that both ZCF and the Vern Company now have offices in this building? Professor Russell has been acting as a representative there for ZCF's main office. Don't say, the vibe in this building has changed a lot ever since the Rhineford group reduced their presence. The IBC sure is living up to being international, housing offices for the biggest manufacturers in Calvin and LaBelle. It's pretty sweet the countries are working together again, isn't it? And the more engineers there are in the city, the less pressure on me. I get to mess around. Well, I don't think that was the intention, but it's true Crossbell has always been a large trade hub. Things are back to normal. With international tensions fading, lots more enterprises from abroad have their eyes on what's happening here again. Same goes for me. I came to Crossbell looking for assistance with the Orbal Gear. That reminds me, according to the latest report, it looks like there's room for improvement regarding the Orbal Gear's internal construction. Yeah, I agree. I was thinking that we could up its mobility by tinkering with its energy efficiency. That's what we get for interrupting them during work. This conversation is going at 100 cells per minute, but it's still entertaining to see them in their element. Same was the one who operated on the Erebonian Emperor? Yes. Dr. Sayland is, of course, the one who took over from Dr. Günther after the incidents. But also is from Reverie, so the link is there. So it's being called from Reverie. Someone's left to go to a conference and from St. Ursula. So just using the links, instantly it comes to Sayland in brain. Doesn't mean it actually is, but still. I'm gonna kill you, Red. How dare you sit next to my baby girl like that? Like that's just your special spot. Why is something the matter? You happen to be wearing the most concerned expression for no reason. Am I? Really? You know, I continue to be amazed at how much the next generation of engineers has already accomplished. We're about to enter a new era in politics and in technology. But as far as I can see, my daughter and her peers are as prepared as anyone could ever be to carve their own path in the midst of change. It's kind of wild how sensible she is when she's not being a mama bear. That's what makes her so entertaining. It's like a switch flipping. I'm going to eliminate that filthy, blood-bellied bug buzzing around my precious princess if it's the last thing I do. I hope you're ready for my fly swatter, Agate Krosner. My God! That's right, that's what enables such fine control out of it. Not to mention... And Erica's at the party? Yeah, I would like to see her S-Graphs. My daughter has a satellite with a laser. I have a Death Star. I just built a whole planet. And it's got red hair. It's meant to look like the person it will target first. I also put a chip inside Agate so that he would be the shot take wherever it is across the world.
Time to go.
Or the continent. I heard a lot about Professor Russell on the old grapevine. She's pretty famous in the continent's engineering circles. I didn't think she would channel all that talent and know-how of hers into being an overbearing mum too. Tina can be a real handful when you get her talking about machines and stuff, so I get it. She's just bad as a mum. Maybe they're like that because they're both descendants of one of the 3 disciples. I guess you could say it runs in the family. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave Agate and his bum-inserted, laser-targeted Death Star chip. God, let's face it, that's where Erica would shove it. We'll leave them be. Just think of all the time we spent without seeing Erica again. Well, we're in the Crossbell news service. Oh, good to see you, SSS. We're busy as can be getting that special edition ready. Grace and Rain throughout covering the signing ceremony as we speak. I see, it certainly sounds like you all have your hands full. She looked like she was arguing about something over at the train station, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Oh yeah, you guys know Nilsson, don't you? Even now he's always out on the beat, but he took the time to send over a congratulatory telegram. He's around, is he? I thought it was a nice thing of him to do, not just from one journalist to another, but also on a personal level. Marcel Nielsen, he was the blind reporter I met during the Azure Tree incident. And it's awfully kind of him to do for someone who's so world famous. Where are you? My source of hidden quests. Oh, I just remembered. A cameraman from the Imperial Chronicle is supposed to be coming to cover the ceremony today. Erebonia sure seems to have a lot of promising up-and-coming talent. I can't wait to see what they put out. I can't read this anymore. The search for Nielsen has begun, yeah. It's happening again. The weather is perfect today. That should mean lots of great photos for the paper. All of my reporters are raring to cover today's events. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited to see what sort of articles they turn in once this is all said and done. Hello. Greetings, SSS. Welcome to the one and only Crossbell Times. Today's the big day everyone has been waiting for, the signing ceremony. Journalists from nearby countries have come to cover it. So many visitors keep dropping by here. It's hard to find time to breathe. It is when talking, too. Are we not allowed upstairs? Sorry, Lloyd. Regular visitors aren't allowed to visit the editorial section. It's nothing personal, I promise. Right, of course. My mistake. Sorry about that. You think Lloyd would learn his lesson now? But if we don't try to go in random doors, we often miss things. That is an important thing to us to do. Like the new Hayaway trading over here. Fishing? Come back here, you. Got away again. I don't know if he's got double dialogue or not. Hey, it's you. Want the usual? Sorry, not this time. I was just dropping by on my part of my patrol. This is where that Koki fellow from the old Saber Vipers took up work, eh? This ramen stand always was popular. You become a regular here, Lloyd. Yeah, I didn't used to have enough time, but I've been swinging by a lot in the last few months. Ozell tells me that guy used to be a regular too. I'm not one to pry into the past of my customers. I just couldn't help but remember another brown-haired detective you bear a striking resemblance to. For the record, your usual flavor type of noodle oil and even toppings matches nearly entirely. You don't say. Well, that's something. As if you needed more ways to remind people of your brother. You look for Koki, he's off meeting with some old pals of his. I got up to plenty of nonsense when I was a young man myself. Hey, aging is just as important to all of us as it is to noodles. So, Vold, now we know how to say Vold instead of Wold. Is it Sir Vold Vales, is it? Oh my goodness. Please say the whole sentence, guys. In voiced dialogue. Cheers, thank you. But, Vold is obviously with his gang. Oh, it's time to say a wishy. My boy's improved quite a bit. At this rate, he'll be even better Mishy than I've been. Now I can focus on just rehabilitating this darn hip of mine. Wait, could this guy be... He looks like the one Tio and I ran into in the locker room a few years ago. Is something wrong, Lloyd? Oh, sorry, it's nothing. You seem pretty deep in thought there. Having yourself a raunchy daydream? Look at the way he tilts his head. That's perfect form. I guess it runs in the family. I remember beating him.
Look, even Mishy's celebrating with us.
I wonder if they staged some kind of Michelin event here for today.
They said.
Ooh, let's go say hi.
And we're not even taking Tio. I'm gonna have the time of my life for the theme park. The fact that you can enjoy it even alone is what makes Michelin Wonderland so awesome. Awesome, yeah. SBA gets another sub, thank you very much. I get to go on a date to Michelin with my girlfriend on a special day like this. I couldn't be any happier. We're not tourists, but we couldn't pass up the opportunity to visit the theme park on a day like this. We're really gonna cut loose. The theme park is great and all, but I'm looking forward to shopping in the Michelin Center. I'm gonna have myself a shopping spree. I love Mishy, but Mech and Mishy is where it's at. I mean, who doesn't think Mechs are cool? Schneider is such a cool name. My family's looking forward to one thing or another, but personally I'm most excited for a restaurant Fortuna. I can't wait to sample their drink menu. Meehee, I hear today is a very special day. We'll be holding a mini show after the ceremony, so be sure to stop by. That sounds like it could be fun. It's been so long since I've seen Mishy in the fur. It takes me back to my days of lonely housewives inviting me to Michelin for scandalous rendezvous. Even what you associate Mishy with is corrupt. You're the worst. Nothing can corrupt your fun when you're at Michelin Wonderland. Mishy is the consummate professional. We'll be holding a mini show here after the ceremony, so please come watch. After that, let's all go to Michelin Wonderland and play until the sun goes down. So, the cruise ship heading for Michelin Wonderland will be departing shortly. There will be an encore of the post-signing ceremony show at the theme park as well. There will also be a special daytime parade and fireworks, so it's sure to be a lot of fun. Just gonna ask. Don't your arms get tired?
I bet we could fish here.
I could do some fishy near Mishy. I've only got one bait. I've one... It's behind my head. Fishing! Fishing controls. Press X when the arrow is pointing at the bar. Medium, large, or small. The bigger the fish, the better the items it will spit up. You won't catch anything if the time gauge runs out or if you miss the bar. If you don't catch anything, you won't use up any bait.
A bite. This'll be good.
This will be good, but I've only got one bait. Oh, I've got two more. I forgot about it. Hold on X to reel in the fish. Watch the fish and let go of the button when needed. Hold X too long and the fish will break the line. Don't hold X long enough and the fish will escape. When the fish gets angry, let go of X. We had a technique for this, didn't we? Was it just tapping the button repeatedly? Okay.
Oh, crap.
I failed. Oh no, I don't know how to fish anymore.